Welcome back to my channel. It's your sister Kathy Yvette, coming to you with another Country Wayne skit in Skitlanta, Georgia. So we are gonna hop in here and take a trip down Bethany Drive, and her and Larry in this toxic household with this toxic woman is it just irks my soul so bad. Now there was a conversation. I saw videos with, Larry and Bethany. We already know she wasn't gonna like it with the money. She added up the money, $3,900. She pissed off. I get it. It's gonna be done for 6 months. He's helping her for 6 months, give her a chance to, I guess, build up on her income when she could handle that extra $650 on her own. I personally don't think Shara should have got a house that she could not afford, that she would need Larry on. And I think she took it too far to now have him co-sign. Co-parenting or not, right is right and wrong is wrong, because personally, if that was my husband, I have an issue too. It's just what it is. I would hope that we would get along better than Shara and Bethany. So I don't think that there would be a nasty, back and forth with us. I think that, we would get along fine. But that would be where my husband would be able to discuss something like that, and we can maybe come up with some compromise, maybe to help her if that's the case. And me and the child's mother have a relationship where I knew something like that was going to go down, and the situation that we would be on that friendly basis where I wouldn't be, I would trust my husband and I would trust her because me and the child's mother would have a good relationship. But the cosign is a different thing, because now you dealing with my husband's credit. Anything go down, God forbid, now all that, the rest of that responsibility is not only on the child's mother, is also on my husband, and that's going to affect our household. So that's huge, and that's something that Bethany doesn't know yet. So now that was with that being said, there was a discussion with Bethany and Larry about the money. She has a problem with that, and Shara not paying her own rent. Then she tried to talk to, now they're moving, and she had a conversation trying to deal with a child instead of Shara, to go to Shara's and help move, because she think that Larry gonna go over there to help her, which he is. We know that, but they don't need you, Bethany. You don't like the woman. You're not gonna come in my house, just like Brooke said, and be toxic and be negative with that bad energy in my mom's new place. We don't need you. We don't need you. And I'm waiting for Larry to see her new boo, the football player who bought the ex-football player who bought the couch. That's going to be interesting in and of itself. But yeah, so Bethany's messy. Larry said no, she can't come to move. So now we see that there is a conversation with Bethany asking Shara if she can pay her own rent without using Larry's money. While she having this conversation with Shara, is going to be hell. Really nasty. I know this is going to be nasty. So let's get in here. I don't know what Shara's going to say. Ooh. All right.
What's up, Bethany?
Hey, do you have a second? I know you're getting moved in, but I need to talk to you.
What's good? What do you need?
Well, listen, I heard about the arrangement, and so wanted to talk to you about that.
What arrangement?
Don't play dumb, Shara. About the $650 per month.
What?
That
Your phone is going in and out. What did you say?
About the $650 that we're going to be giving you every month. That arrangement.
First of all, Bethany, it's not your money. It's Larry's money. So stop saying that. Secondly, I told him to inform you on the whole ordeal with that.
Okay. Well, what's his is mine, and either way, I figured because, I just think that you should come up with an alternative to that, because maybe you could pick up a few extra clients at work, and instead of us giving you money per month, until you get on your feet, you can kind of do your own thing and figure it out on your own rather than us give you that much.
Oh God.
Well, that's probably his
First of
personal
all,
account and
Bethany,
his personal decision. It's not from y'all joint account.
I
It's
don't
not
need to do
we
anything
paying.
besides what I said I was going to do in the agreement that I agreed with Larry. I told him to inform you, which obviously he did. And yeah, that's just pretty much what it's gonna be.
And what is that exactly that we're going to be giving you $650
per month until
We're not giving me anything. He is. He has his own stuff. So what are you talking about? Because I'm sure he didn't tell you to call me on this type of time.
It just doesn't make sense, Shara. You're a grown woman. Why do you need to depend on my
husband to take care of your bills.
I'm not.
First of all, it is from his own separate thing. They're married, so it's a sticky situation. I get it. Bethany's so nasty. I'm trying to give her some benefit of the doubt and try to understand her as a wife, but she's so nasty in how she handles this. It could be different if her and Shara had a different relationship. This could have been discussed different. However, if this is Larry could have very well said no. Could have said no. Now, she told her out of respect to let your wife know what's going on so she won't get any smoke. And this is not interfering with family income, even though once you get married, you share assets. But he's saying this is something that he has that he's willing to do from his own separate money. So it is what it is. That whole calling her up to beat her up when this is something that she discussed with him that he wants to do because he has a child with her. Even though he discussed her, then that should be a done deal with your husband. And then Larry needs to say, I can't do this because of my wife. But being that he's not, why beat up on Shara, Bethany? Because Larry still decided to do it and she's going to accept it because she needs the help. And this is not forever paying for the rest of, infinity as long as she has that house. But this is for a 6-month period. 6 months, and it's not doing anything financially to their household. It's helping her. It's helping Brooke have a better place and a better neighborhood to, finish growing up in. And for as long as she's there, and it's temporary. That's the thing. This is a temporary 6-month assistance. Bethany has a lot of money, so this is not doing a detriment to our household at all. And I think this is another reason why Larry said yes. Because it's not putting them in a bad financial situation. Bethany is wealthy from her family, so it's not hurting your household. It's just that she despises Shara and doesn't want to be kind to her in any way, shape, or form. That's all to it. She just don't like the woman.
Depending on him, honey. I'm not. But again, Larry and I's family, and he said he would help me. And that's just what it is. You can either get with the program or not. I don't know.
No. I mean, so how long are you going to need, us to help you? Because, okay, maybe it's his money this time, but I mean, how
long are you going to need us to help you? I mean, are you always going to need, to be getting on your feet? Because
first of all, I'm on my feet. I am. So don't do that. Secondly, I asked him for the extra help. He said he would. And that's just what it is. And you keep saying we. This is not French class. No.
please you're educated in something.
but not respect when it comes to Larry about your child because you took her to get
Holes punched in your body without any kind of notifying him. It's pretty disrespectful, Shara.
Oh.
I don't think Shara was trying to be disrespectful. That's why she wanted Larry to inform Bethany. Bethany just will never like any of Larry's children's mother just because they have children by her husband. And she can't. I'm sorry. She will always loathe these women. She would never want any good from these women. She will never think well of these women. She will try to overtake and claim their children, but despise the mothers. And that's why I despise Beth. And so the level of disrespect is more so on Bethany. And if she would learn to get along with Shara, be respectful and show kindness as her stepdaughter's mother, and learn to try to get along instead of thinking so negative towards them for no reason, it would be a better situation where this would not irk her as bad. Bethany is going to pull out all the stops to try to demean Shara, make her feel bad. She don't like the fact that she's doing better with her home. She can't downplay her home and degrade her now about that. I'm sure that the girls are going to want to stay there more so than that toxic household now. And I think this is a Bethany seeing that her family as she knew it is about to be no more. It's unraveling. Even Brooke doesn't like her in the same manner anymore. Shara's in the picture and she feels that they are taking Larry, she's taking Larry and Brooke away from her. But really you're destroying them and you're pushing them away more so than Shara taking them away, because that's not Shara's spirit or intention at all. But you're just an evil woman. And you will repel people from wanting to be around her. I don't know how Larry dealt with her all this time. You know, I think of Larry sometimes, and I look at him like he crazy. Whatever smoke comes his way, I totally blame him, because he's put up with this mess and he's allowed her to run savage throughout this marriage and throughout and dealing with everybody she deals with. She is an absolute vile, evil person to anybody that's in her presence. Except the best she's been is with this woman Rebecca, you know. But I guess she's a white mutual friend, so she feels she's on her level. She's, you know, this is the only decent person that she's spoken to. She ain't even nice to Greg. But let's continue, because there's another conversation with them that's gonna be even worse. All right, put in the comments what you think, family. We're gonna move on to the next one. This is crazy.